Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm back at AIM Acupuncture and I'm joined by Wayne, who is a patient here. How are you doing?
I'm doing real well.
I want you to tell me what brought you to AIM in the first place.
I've been dealing with neuropathy for 13 years and RA for 12.
Oh my goodness.
I have been everywhere, bought everything. I even had a spinal implant for the neuropathy, and it ended up being painful and didn't work anyway. So I thought I had taken it as far as I could, creams and all the devices. And then I read an article about AIM Acupuncture with Dr. Weber. And my wife said, you got nothing to lose, because if this doesn't work, you know your life this is going to be your life, which is miserable. Every day is painful. So I came and had a consultation, and it was funny, at the time I came, I had shingles. Yeah.
Really?
About 2 months ago.
Oh my goodness.
And I told Dr. Weber about neuropathy and the RA, and she did it's a needle test to determine how bad your nerves are. And she said, I'm setting up a program for both neuropathy and RA. I said, wonderful. She said, but the other benefit of it, I'm going to get rid of your shingles. And no, I didn't know anybody could get rid of shingles.
Yeah.
3 days, I was shingle clear.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is. Yeah.
So, other than getting rid of the shingles, which is incredible, you also have gotten so much relief from your symptoms you've been dealing with for over a decade.
Yep.
What's that been like?
The first 3 weeks, I was skeptical. But quite frankly, I was skeptical coming in, because, I figured, really, is this going to work? After 3 weeks, I said, I don't know that I feel anything, to my wife. And she said, keep going. And after the 4th and 5th week, I could feel the bottoms of my feet, both of them.
When was the last time you'd been able to do that?
10 years at least.
Oh my gosh.
And so it started out at my heels, and then it's moving up to my toes, which will probably be the last, because they were the worst. But I'm not perfect yet, but I am walking the way I'm heel toe. My wife said, I don't have the Biden shuffle anymore, and I got rid of that. And this weekend, I walked in my bare feet on our wooden floors at home.
Huge.
That's huge. Walked around the pool in my bare feet. So, I'm trying not to be too rah-rah about it, but it's really working. I can feel it.
I can tell that you definitely have gotten some great relief from this. And it's only going to get better.
I think so.
All right.
I've got another 5 weeks.
Another 5 weeks. But what are you looking forward to most? Getting back to the things that you weren't able to do before.
How about walking the dog? Walking the dog was impossible because I couldn't walk. So now I can get back with her and we can walk 2 dogs together. I might even get on her bike and ride her bike. So I walk on the beach.
Yeah.
I live 800 feet from the Atlantic Ocean, and I haven't been on that in 4 years.
Wow.
I can't walk in sand.
Yeah.
The only way, when you have bad neuropathy, you need a flat surface, and it can't give, or you'll fall. So I'm getting back to the beach this summer.
Well, that's great to hear.
Thank you.
This story is sponsored by AIM Acupuncture and Integrative Medicine. We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I am joined in studio by Keosha Garrett. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. We're going to talk about what you have been doing, your ministry, Shanavia's Dream Sickle Cell Clinic.
Yes, ma'am. I started a nonprofit this year in memory of my late sister, Shanavia, who passed away from sickle cell complications back in 2021. It's been amazing, the amount of people that we were able to reach in Charleston, McClellanville, Georgetown area. It's definitely amazing. So yeah.
You truly hit the ground running when
did.
it comes to all the different things that you've been doing. What do you think is important for the community to know about sickle cell?
The important thing, one of the many important things that I feel that our community should know is that sickle cell is definitely a forgotten about disease. We need more awareness because it affects so many people. I had my second annual blood drive back on Shanavia's birthday, which was June 10th. And I had MUSC to come out to do sickle cell trait testing. And just this morning, I had someone to reach out to me telling me, hey, I got my results and I have the sickle cell trait. And she's about 20 years old and she didn't know. So it's like that gap between the communication from parents over time to their children. Sometimes they forget to let their kids know, hey, you have the trait. Try not to mate with someone else that has the trait because then their child will have sickle cell, which in my case, that's what happened to my sister because my mom knew, but my dad, he didn't.
So education is super important.
Education, most definitely, education.
All right, so if people want to stay connected with you along this journey, how can they do that?
Well, definitely. They can follow us on Facebook at Shanavia's Dream Sickle Cell Clinic. Also, they can reach us at shanaviasdream@gmail.com. If they want to inquire about blood drives, they can refer to the Facebook page, and we keep everyone posted there.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, thanks once again for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm Katie Turner, and I'm wearing pink for a reason today. I'm joined in studio by Michelle Apple. How are you?
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay, so you are the founder of the ABC Warrior Foundation. What does that stand for?
The Apple Breast Cancer Warrior Foundation.
All right, so tell me your story.
So I'm actually, this week is kind of ironic, I'm a 5-year breast cancer survivor, so I made it to 5 years, which is a huge milestone for many breast cancer patients. So when I got my diagnosis, I always knew I wanted to do more. I didn't want to be defined by breast cancer, but I've seen so many financially having a hard time with the financial bills in addition to advocating and educating. So during my journey, I decided to start a foundation, a 501c, to help other breast cancer patients as they're going through this long journey, because it's emotional, it's financial. And so I decided to start the foundation under those things so that we could help them.
It's got to be surreal going from being the patient to being able to really pay it forward to people.
Absolutely, and I wanted to advocate because in the beginning my diagnosis was missed, so I had a very small lump under my armpit, and I think it's good for the viewers to know that I just got a standard mammogram, and unfortunately they missed it, and I should have had an ultrasound.
Wow.
And that's the other reason to advocate for the foundation, right? I want to educate and tell folks, not that you have a crystal ball that it could stop it, but maybe we could have caught it earlier. We know with breast cancer, early detection and treatments are huge.
Huge.
So with that, after my mom got diagnosed with bile duct cancer, I then took care of myself. She passed away, we were taking care of her, and I got shingles, and it grew actually on my breast. And I thought, well, I should get this checked out. So after she passed, I did, and that's when I found out I was stage 3. It has metastatized into 23 lymph nodes, full mastectomy, 6 months chemo, 3 months radiation, and then just recently I had my ovaries removed, and then continued medication. So many cancer patients don't get to ring the bell. So many of those I want to advocate and help and do the comfort bags that we're going to talk about at the next summit to kind of bring a smile to their face.
Now, for people that want to stay updated with you and help out throughout the year, I mean, you have so many things planned on the calendar. How can they stay in touch with you?
Absolutely. So we have a website. It's www.applebcwarrior.com, or they can certainly email me at michelleapple71@iCloud as well.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Hadwin White Subaru. Well, what a beautiful day we're having today at Hadwin White Subaru. I'm joined by Dan. How are you doing?
Excellent. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. We've got so much to talk about, but first let's go ahead and talk about what we have right behind us here. Subaru Loves Pets.
Yeah, that is our latest campaign. We partner with Subaru throughout the year on a variety of campaigns, this being one we're about to launch. It gets a lot of local support. What we do is we actually take a lot of the proceeds from this event, and you can see a large check that we've cut to the Grand Strand Humane Society in the past. We try and spread that around through some of the local adoption agencies. That way we can involve different groups throughout the years. This has been a partnership for many, many years. Lots of money donated. We also do new owner kits, so we are providing some help for those new pet parents. We do our dog toys, which are Chubaroos. It's a little play on word there, but they get a lot of requests here at the dealership for participation. We get a lot of our customers coming in and donating food and supplies, so it gets a lot of support.
I love that. And you actually are having an event coming up on October 21st?
We are. We're doing an adoption.
Okay.
That's something that we do annually, sometimes multiple times. The dealership pays the adoption fees during that event, and we've got dogs and in some cases cats up here as well for adoption. So watch social media and some of our other advertising to get some details on that.
Perfect. Let's talk a little bit more about Subaru in general.
Sure. So I mentioned that we do campaigns like this throughout the year. We're actually just finishing our Subaru Loves Learning event. We partnered with Subaru and Blackwater Middle School, and we're going to be providing supplies and resources for those folks. And so as that one kind of wraps up, now we're launching Pet, so we're excited about that. Subaru as a brand and Hadwin White as a local facility is committed to those programs. Subaru calls on us to be more than a car dealer, and we try and do it by supporting community programs such as these.
Gotta love that. Now, also when it comes to the cars that you have here as well, a lot of those are also pet friendly.
Absolutely. So Subaru is really kind of staked a claim as far as auto manufacturers go as being the pet friendly brand. We have a whole host of pet accessories that make your car more adaptable and friendly for your pets. Nice pet ramps that are available. We've got nice wide openings in the back, lots of cargo space, all of those things set up well for our furry friends in the back. Again, a lot of pet resources for a car are meant to help keep your car clean. So even though you have that pet in and out, and we love having our pets with us, you don't want it to end up causing excessive wear and tear on your vehicle. So a lot of those accessories are set up to help protect the vehicle from our friends.
Love that, love that. And what is your goal whenever you have a customer walk in here?
Well, obviously our goal is to put as many Subarus in driveways as we can here in the local area, but it's really mostly about education. It's mostly about giving folks proper product presentations and demonstrations to understand what we have, and we're proud of it.
Love that. And obviously you've done a lot of adoption events in the past. How does it feel whenever you're able to see that,
It's
the
fun.
Smiles and all the wagging tails?
It is fun. It is fun. It's heartbreaking to see some of the pets that don't go home, right? That's the hard part, but it is awesome to be a part of watching some families connect with a new family member. That's fulfilling.
And speaking of, I've also heard that a lot of the Hadwin White family have adopted dogs at these events in the past.
Absolutely. Certainly the Hadwins, but we've had other employees who actually have gone home on that day with friends. So that's something. It's not just supporting, sort of away from here. We're directly involved in it.
Love it. Now, if somebody watching right now is interested in coming to this event or learning just more about you guys, how can they do that?
So certainly go to our website, hadwinewhitesubaru.com. You're going to find a list of all the events that we participate in throughout the year. We also have a lot of product information there. So obviously don't forget that while we're here supporting these local charities and trying to really put some families together with pets, we're also looking to put some Subarus in the driveways of some folks around here.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.